I know why you're here. You are working out and you just need the perfect podcast for that. You don't want to listen to your boring playlist that you have heard 1,000 times and all the other podcasts are just not hitting because it's not about working out and that's what you read right now. Or maybe you're not working out yet, but you just need some motivation to go work out. You need some motivation while you're working out because we all know it. Working out isn't fun. Well, maybe it is fun sometimes, depending, but it often isn't fun. We often just do it for the benefit, for the sake of it, when we're not feeling like it. We're feeling tired. We want to go to bed. We want to do everything but work out. But girl, stay consistent. I'm here. I'm your coach. Imagine me as your coach. Imagine this podcast episode as your hype up playlist that you usually listen to. And you got this. By the end of this podcast, you will be either done with your workout or soon done and super motivated. You're going to go ahead and do just a second workout after this. That's what we're going for here. So, guys, this is the first episode of my episodes where I am doing an episode for like a certain situation or moment in life. And today is day one, and it is working out. And actually, I'm starting this podcast episode the second time today just because I was so hyped and like talking, and it was a bit of a chaos. And I'm not trying to annoy you while you're already overstimulated by the pain in your muscles. I actually worked out today, guys. Let me tell you about a little achievement. We can share our achievements here. Actually, share what kind of workout or what kind of sporty activity you were doing while listening to this and if it helped you. So I did work out. It is Tuesday. Tuesday is usually not my workout day. The day before, so Monday and the day after, Wednesday, are usually my workout days, and Tuesday I don't. But today I didn't go to school. I didn't have any school, so I thought yesterday I was like in the gym doing my workout, and I was like, wait, what if I actually go do some sports tomorrow since I have the entire day off? That's a perfect chance. And so I went on my gym app because my gym offers like classes that you can just go to whenever you feel like it. So I was like, what classes are there tomorrow? And I was like, I'm gonna go in the morning so I get it out of my way and I can do my studies and everything else after that. And so I checked and I saw, okay, 9:30 yoga class. And I usually the only class I visit at the gym is the Pilates class every Thursday evening. I love it. I love it. I just feel like this Pinterest Pilates princess, snatched waist, whatever. Pilates just feels so cool and I love doing it. It's so motivating. Like, I go to the gym 3 times a week just doing these big, tough people workouts with like heavy weights, and I need my girly time. And Pilates is my girly time that I need. It is my feminine way of working out. I love it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love lifting weights, but it just doesn't feel cutesy and feminine and pink and petite. No, not petite. You know what I mean. So I love Pilates on Thursday evenings, even though sometimes I need some extra motivation. Just like you, we all know it. We all have that. We all need the motivation. Anyways, back to what we were talking about. So then I saw this yoga class at 9:30 in the morning. I thought it was a good time. And also yoga is kind of a vibe. I'm currently actually doing it at like sport in school. And it's a vibe. And it's kind of Pilates-ish. So I put in that I was going to go. I even set an alarm so I didn't sleep in because otherwise maybe I would have missed it. And I went there and I was the only young person. I already expected it because yoga is like, it is challenging, but it is also a bit calm compared to other courses or other sports. So I was like, okay, maybe there are not going to be so many young people. Also, it's Thursday morning. People are either at work or at school during that time unless you're older and don't have a job anymore just because you're retired or because you just have some other schedule. So I went there. I was open. I actually really went out of my comfort zone with this because I usually don't visit these things all alone, or I just wouldn't do this by myself and like tell myself, okay, I'm gonna go there alone, knowing no one. But I did, and I'm glad I did because not only did I get out of my comfort zone, I got another workout in, a good workout. It felt good. The only thing that yoga and me are not really friends at is the point that you often have to be like head down or heads first. And I don't like that because I get headaches from that. And obviously, you always have to do the downward dog. And my head was like, Can we just get up? Can I just lift my head?" But yeah, it was definitely a bit challenging. But I liked it. Would I go again? I'm not sure. Maybe if I ever end up not having school on a Tuesday, maybe I would go again. But now I feel great. I feel amazing, which is what you're gonna feel later, guys. Just stick through. Okay, but now let's get to the actual like program. So we're gonna go with affirmations. We're gonna motivate you with affirmations. We're gonna tell you the health benefits of working out because you're doing this for a reason. And then we are going to have some motivating talk. And I'm also gonna give you some tips to not only stay consistent, but motivate yourself to do this. And I asked you guys on my story yesterday what kind of situation videos you want to see, and working out was one that I got a lot. I even got one more specifically like on your way to working out, which you can listen to this on your way to working out, but maybe I will make like a more specific episode on this. We're gonna see. So, let's start with saying actually, I am proud of you, okay? Just the fact that you're wanting to work out and you're doing this, even though it takes a lot of willpower and discipline, it's so good and I'm so proud of you. Even if it's just a 10-minute walk, that is amazing. Why do we work out? You work out for you. You don't work out for the aesthetic. You work out for yourself, for your body, because you love yourself. Because think of someone you love, you would tell them to work out, to exercise, to eat healthy, to stay healthy. So tell that to yourself and actually do it. Even though in that moment, when you are working out, when your muscles are aching and burning, you might not feel like this is the self love, but it is because it has a bigger purpose and you know it. So, actually, working out boosts your mood and it also reduces anxiety. Imagine like boosting your mood. You can't be doing a dance class in a bad mood or like grumpy. That just something just doesn't work. Imagine you dancing with a stiff face. That's weird. It automatically boosts your mood. You by the end of the class, you will be smiling and rocking and vibing automatically. Second of all, it releases like feel good chemicals. So, hormones in your brain are released when you do sports that make you feel good, and that is proven. I actually once saw at school, I saw this study. It was like a picture of the brain, and the hormones that make you feel good are like colorful, so they kind of light up in that picture. And they compared doom scrolling or just scrolling on your phone, being on social media. There's one like tiny part in your brain that is lighting up, so giving you these feel good hormones, making you feel good, which is why we doom scroll. And then next to it, we have like a walk in the park, and there were just so many areas in the brain that were colorful, that were lighting up, which means so many more areas are stimulated by that. And at the end, if you compare it, you are so much more happy doing that, which is like literally biologically, neurologically proven. So go for a walk. If you're listening to this and not working out, which I doubt, go for a walk because a walk is exercise. Maybe you're not going to do your 10,000 steps, but you need to get there, right? Also, it clears your mind. It distracts you. You can concentrate on something else than what is bothering you. If it's school stressing you out, if it's your job, if you have problems at home, you go to the gym and you just forget that for a moment. You just concentrate on the other things that are bothering you. For example, the machine that is not working the way you want it, the weight that is too heavy, the person that keeps dropping their weights. You might be annoyed, but you will be annoyed for other reasons, or you won't be annoyed. You will just be in your zone and just clearing your mind. And here I'm often talking about like working out, power training at the gym because that's what I do most. But this episode is for everything. It is for jogging, walking, for a class, for at home workout, for a high intensity workout, cardio, whatever it is. So, yeah, you can clear your mind, or especially doing yoga, you can just relax and breathe. It also increases your energy levels because if you keep jogging every Monday morning, your body just gets used to it and you just have more energy. Sometimes you feel like you have more energy right after the workout, but sometimes it's just something that comes with the time, which is why consistency is so important, but we will get into that a little later. It also improves your posture and confidence. We all know the problem with the posture. If you're someone that has a good posture all the time, I need your tips because I'm jealous of you. Because we all know it. Honestly, whenever I see myself sitting on a picture, I think, what a catastrophe. It makes me 500 times less attractive. It makes me look like Dobby from Harry Potter. Because, like, what do you mean? You're like elegant, you did your makeup, you have a cute outfit on, and then you're just sitting like crooked? It's giving witch. It's giving witch, but not in a good way. And it also boosts your confidence. You feel like, okay, yeah, girl, I work out, I move that body. Body is tea, body is teeing. Not only because it improves, or when you see your body improve, but just in general. Actually, you also have better sleep when we work out. Not only because you are super tired after working out and you're just so happy to go into bed and you just sleep like a baby, but also for like biological reasons. You also have a stronger immune system. You can imagine it like a muscle. You train it, and then your immune system just becomes better, which means you get sick a lot less. And who wants to be sick all the time? Like, it's basically free medication to not even get sick in the first place. I must admit, I sometimes get headaches from working out, but that just leaves after a moment, and maybe that's because I'm just not drinking enough or just not working out the way I should be. And then you also just have that long term glow, long term benefit. You have stronger bones, you just have a healthier heart, and your life expectancy can go up by a few years. You also have a better metabolism. The app from the gym where I go to, they actually have these levels, and you can like track your workout, and then it kind of counts how many calories that burned, and then the calories are converted into like points. Whatever, you just have this thing where you collect points, and there are multiple levels. I'm at level silver. I'm like halfway through, and I think the highest level is gold. And silver has many benefits, like, yeah, boosting your metabolism, like stronger heart, and the risk of having a heart attack is way lowered now for me because I work out 3 times a week, 4 times a week, multiple times a week. Yeah, and when I reach gold level, I can like, if you only look at working out, I can raise my life expectancy for 2 years, which is not a lot, but it's still something. Obviously, I can still die from another reason, but still, it just makes you way healthier. And I always think like, when I age, I will age so much less fast if I always work out and keep working out at 60. I will be so much more active at 60 and not age that fast. And when I'm 80, I would rather be walking around, going on hikes, living my life than just sitting on my sofa, basically not being able to move just because I don't have the strength. Why? Because I was too lazy at 18 to just get up and work out. I know easier said than done, but you know, you would never, I would never be 90 and sit there and regret that I was working out. It will be the opposite. I will think like, oh, why didn't I work out? Because otherwise I would be able to walk instead of having like leg problems, knee problems, back problems, all types of problems. So yeah, you're not there to punish yourself. You're there to give yourself love, to make yourself healthy, to like build the best shell body for yourself that you can. Not just fixing your health, but also your mental health. But we're going to get to the psychological things later. And just remind yourself why you do it, because everyone has a goal of why they go work out. It might be because you're trying to reach your dream body. You want to lose weight, you want to gain weight and gain muscle. Maybe you're just doing it for the sake of it, just to work out, just to stay fit. Maybe it's your hobby. You're trying to become a professional athlete at, I don't know, football, whatever it might be. Remind yourself of that reason. I see what you're doing there. You're working out, aren't you? Or are on your way to work out? I hope you're working out if you're listening to this right now, because now is coming the motivational coaching, motivating girl hype part for you, okay? Whatever you're doing right now, walking, lifting, running, keep going because you are rocking that. Yeah, I see the muscles building, I see the sweat trickling. And don't stop. You're capable of so much more. Keep going. One, two. Okay, that counting doesn't make sense. Whatever, you get what I mean. And now imagine yourself in 6 months. If you keep going like this, you'll be shining, glowing, disciplined. Even just think about the discipline that you're building, apart from like your body, the T body that you already have, but making it even more T. You're not just building that, you're building discipline. You're becoming that literal girl that stands up for themselves. Imagine that girl image. You go work out and you do it, and you work out the next 6 months consistently. Do you know what kind of changes you will see in a positive way or feel? Maybe you won't see them at the moment. If you're trying to lose weight, you're not going to look in the mirror and have lost 50 kilograms, 100 pounds, whatever. But trust me, keep going. 6 months can be over so fast. We have December. Think of July. July is not far away. Well, it's 6 months away. So if you keep going like that, then summer is going to be here really fast, and you will have been working out and feeling better than ever and seeing the progress, feeling the progress. So yeah, you're also building discipline. You're not building perfection. You keep going, you keep pushing yourself as a person and developing. If you would just not do anything, you would not develop. And training or working out is just a constant way of developing, jogging and having a new pace, going on walks and having like a new high score of steps every day, dancing and learning new choreographies every day. You're always improving, always getting better, and it's never about perfection. It's just always about having fun and just getting new places, learning new things. And honestly, successful girls, they don't rely on motivation. They rely on themselves, they rely on the discipline. And that's what you're doing right now. You're staying consistent. And now, do you feel the burn? Do you feel the burn? That's the weakness leaving your body. That's the weakness being replaced by strength. The nasty things in your body like sugar and disgusting things are going to be replaced by healthier things, by muscles, by just nourishing good things. One more rep, one more step, one more minute, go, go, go. Now, we're gonna get to the affirmation part. Obviously, you can be writing them down, but if you're alone right now, you can say them out loud or you can also just say them mentally in your head. But we're going to go ahead and have some affirmations for you to tell yourself, tell your brain that you're so strong and you can do this and just be motivated. Okay, I have the affirmations written down right here. So go ahead, repeat them. I'm going to say them twice and leave you just a little pause so that you can repeat them in your mind. I am strong. I am strong. I am capable. I'm capable. I can do hard things. I can do hard things. I am showing up for myself. I am showing up for myself. My body deserves this love. My body deserves this love. Every single rep is making me better. Every single rep is making me better. I am becoming the strongest version of me. I am becoming the strongest version of me. This is my glow up era. This is my glow up era. I don't give up on myself. I don't give up on myself. I am proud of the person I'm becoming. I am proud of the person I am becoming. I am getting 1% better today. I am getting 1% better today. Okay, now I hope you have said these things to yourself and were able to motivate yourself just a little and give yourself the confidence and the reassurance you need and crave and is so important to you. So all of that is so true. You are becoming better. You are becoming your best self and you're so strong. You should be so proud of yourself. And now keep going. This is not the time to stop. This is the time to gain all of our strength even though it is getting tiring. You just gather all your strength and you keep going and you keep pushing and doing your best. Let's get to the psychology of motivation. First off, motivation comes after the action, not before. So once you start moving, your brain creates dopamine, like a chemical that makes you feel good. And that is when the motivation kicks even more. And that makes so much sense because so often you don't want to do something, but once you get up, you're glad. For example, you're lazy, you're laying in bed, and then you decide you're gonna go take a walk. And as soon as you're out and you smell the fresh air, you see the beautiful nature, you start walking, that's when you think to yourself, okay, now I'm really motivated. Why didn't I do this before? And suddenly you want to go take a walk every single day. And yes, that makes sense because the motivation comes after starting, after being in, after realizing it's not as bad as I thought. And also, actually, the brain loves repetition. That's the entire sense and logic behind habits. Like, the longer or the more you decide to work out, the more it will become a habit, the easier and more natural it will come for you. I realized that for myself so much. I used to force myself to go to the gym, force myself, and I'd have to actively remember going to the gym. And now that I've made it my routine and go every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday after school, it has gotten into my brain that I just do it. I just think of it. It's weird if I don't go after it. I feel like I have cheated just because it is so in my routine. And I even started kind of liking it. Honestly, I'm not that unmotivated anymore. I actually see the good part of it. I see like the benefits. I see that it is something that I can do without having to use my brain, which I like for a while. After being in school the entire day and having to go home and study, I actually like to have this little block, this little time frame where I don't need to actually use my brain, where I can just think of whatever I want, listen to my music, listen to my podcast, things that I can just do. I can just sit and think if I'm busy. But that way you're doing something, you can think, you can sit, you can just, as we said, clear your mind. Which is also why instead of just thinking, I'm going to use my Tuesday and do whatever I want, I decided to build in one more workout for the week. And I actually thought to myself, like, I love these classes. I need to visit more classes. I don't have enough time to visit all these classes. And I was like, Lila, since when are we thinking so motivated when it comes to sports? I'm not sure, but suddenly I want to go to a class every day. Now, as you already said, moving reduces stress hormones. It does. I don't know if you have ever heard of cortisol. I feel like so many people talk about this, have this, whatever. Especially cortisol is reduced when you work out. And that is why a good workout can feel like therapy. And sometimes you feel like you're newly born. And then, as we already mentioned today, exercise increases your discipline identity. So every single workout that you do, or every single run that you take, walk that you take, Pilates class you go to, just reminds yourself and reinforces yourself, I am the girl that keeps showing up for herself and working on herself. So you're not just building a body, you're literally building a character, a big piece inside of your personality. Confidence, discipline, resilience. Let's get to my favorite part, tips to stay consistent and actually be motivated. And these things are things that I like to do myself, that I use myself. Trust me. They're maybe not scientifically checked, but they're Lila checked and Lila approved. Coming from someone that hates or hated working out, I didn't like to work out. Honestly, I was not the working out gal. I'm kind of lazy. I'm not even gonna like sit here and say something else. I do tend to be lazy. So if that works for me, then it will probably work for you because I went from not wanting to work out at all and like not working out at all, like I couldn't even bring myself to do a 10-minute workout, to someone that works out, let me count, one, two, three, four, 6 times a week, or let's say four because two of them are mandatory because they're for school. So yeah, someone that works out 4 times a week and that voluntarily. First of all, is to make it fun. Don't make it a punishment because it's not a punishment. It's not what it's supposed to be. Do what is fun for you. For example, I hate jogging. I know how good it is, but I hate jogging. And sometimes I like to go and try and kind of get myself to like it because it's in nature and I love taking walks. And it's like taking a walk, just a little more speed. But I don't like seeing people on during jogging. I don't like the feeling that I get in my throat during jogging. Like I can't even, you just can't breathe. And I don't like that you're hot and cold at the, I just don't like it. And also, I get annoyed. Like, it overstimulates me to the point where I'm jogging there and annoyed and in a bad mood. And that is not what is supposed to be happening. I start getting annoyed at the people that pass me. Or not annoyed at them, but like, I don't want to see people. I want to be all alone. So I just don't do it. And it's also the weather and the clothes and just. So I'm not going to give up. I'm going to try getting myself to like jogging because I see the vision. It seems so cool. I'm gonna try, but I'm gonna try and keep it fun, which is why I do something that is fun so that I know I will do it and I know that I will have fun doing it. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. Whenever I also do workouts at home, I like to do dance workouts just because they're so fun. So whatever is fun to you, do that. And also, another way to make it fun is to romanticize it. Romanticize it. My biggest way to romanticize it is putting on a cute workout set. And I'm not saying like go to Lululemon and buy all the workout sets there are. Create one yourself. Just wear something cute that you feel confident in, a piece of clothing that you like. Maybe you can do matching, same color, whatever fits, and you're gonna feel so good and like too good not to work out in that workout fit. Also, the playlist or the podcast you're listening to makes such a big difference. I turn on like a hot girl workout playlist and you will feel like that and you will want to go work out. So yeah, romanticize it. Romanticize everything. You can also make like a cool workout drink or something that I like is like take a picture at the gym, like a cool sporty picture before or after, or something that motivates me every time in life, like in every aspect, which is a big part of why I'm doing content creation, is filming it. Filming at the gym is kind of awkward. You don't need to tell me. There is a reason why there is like no workout content coming from me. It's because I'm embarrassed to be filming there and there are so many people. So just take a picture in between, or if you're not embarrassed, do a video. Tell someone about it so that you feel more motivated or like it is more fun. And consistency over intensity. You would rather go to the gym 3 times a week for half an hour than go once a week for 1.5 hours. Trust me. Especially when you take on two big goals and you do so much at once, you have that perfectionism mindset where you tell yourself, okay, I need to go and do the same thing that I did last time, which is working out for 3 hours or going jogging for 10 miles, which is a lot, which is overwhelming, and you end up not doing it at all. And you just have this super high bar for yourself from the beginning. So start slow and get bigger and focus on consistency instead of intensity. Start with like 20 minutes. It can be 20 minutes. 20 minutes are by so fast. You can do a 10-minute at home yoga. Whatever it is, start slow and make sure to build a habit, build a routine of doing it. Whenever I don't feel like working out and I just go for a little while or I do something else apart from my plan. For example, I just do cardio on like the walking machine. Before I start feeling bad and telling myself that is not good, I just tell myself today, this workout today is maybe not about the benefit that it has right now. It is more about the mental benefit of the fact of still showing up, even though I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I still showed up and still like kept this routine and kept this habit going. Also, preparation. Prep the night before when you are still motivated and not in that, like, uh, during evenings, you're often motivated for the next day because you already did all you had to do and you have a clear mind and you're like, I'm gonna do this and this and this. Prep your things then. Prep your water bottle, prep your outfit so that tomorrow you're not gonna be like, oh, actually, oh no, now I gotta pack. Let's just not go. You already have it packed, so you need to go. You're like, okay, okay. I was like in my mind so present that I would do it. I'm just gonna do it regardless. And then we often focus on our looks. It is often the reason why we go work out in the first place, why we do that thing in the first place. Don't focus on your looks. Don't be sitting there thinking, no, I'm not gonna go swimming because the past days that I went, I haven't gotten our muscles, I haven't gotten the swimmer body. I don't want to go swimming. No, think about how you felt. You think, okay, last week actually I did feel pretty refreshed. I did feel very, very proud of myself. And during swimming, I also feel good. I feel free. So do that. Focus on the feeling and then track your progress. And by tracking your progress, I'm not saying your weight. I'm saying track the consistency, the times you showed up. Write it down so that you can see, oh my God, I went every day in the last 2 months. I can't break the streak now. I need to go. I was so consistent. I was so good. And also, I was doing good while I was doing that. I wasn't feeling bad or drained or tired. So track your strength, your mood, your consistency, not the weight. And then become delusional because delulu is the salulu. Act like the strongest version of you already exists. Tell yourself, I am that strong version. I am who I want to become, and work out in that way. This can be a little scary, so I'm not trying to have you kill yourself here from overworking yourself, your body. But imagine your dream is to be a professional ice skater. You go to the ice rink feeling like that, pretending as if you are already, because your confidence will just skyrocket. It will boost you and your confidence and your how you're showing up for that day so much, trust me. And then last but not least, remember discipline equals self-love. Not just remember why you're doing it, which is obviously the biggest motivator, as we already said, but also remind yourself that this is self-love you're doing right here. Discipline is self-love. And also, like a last one that might be just a tiny bit toxic because we should always be focused on ourselves and not think about others, but just think about how cool it is the fact that you're working out and others thinking, like, whoa, she goes work out 3 times a day or she goes to dance classes 2 times a week. That's like, what? What? You're so sporty. It's just a trait that makes you so cool, so disciplined when you can say, oh yeah, I work out, I go jogging like 3 times a week, and people will be like, whoa, she is that girl. But as I said, it's not about impressing anyone, it's about you and yourself. That's just a tiny like tip between you and me. Okay, now I know you're still there. I know you're still working out. You better not have stopped, okay? Let's get to the second workout hype segment. Because don't stop. You're in the middle of proving yourself that you can. Think about all the moments that you were like, oh, I can't do this. This is too hard. You're proving to yourself right now that you can do it, that you can do everything. And now push for 10 more seconds because you have got this, and 10 seconds are not long. You are stronger than your excuses. You are stronger than whatever is telling you not to do this right now. You're stronger than that, okay? It's not just your muscles that are strong, it's also you mentally. And now, your future self is cheering for you, is so, so proud of you. And also, you're leveling up. You're doing what other people avoid. You're doing that. You're leveling up and getting better while others are rotting in bed, not being productive. Okay, guys, are you done with your workout? I'm not sure. The problem is, I don't know how long your workout takes. I can't be sitting here doing it 1 hour podcast episode. I'm sorry. If you're done working out, then that was more than enough. You can be so, so, so proud of yourself. And I bet you feel good, don't you? I told you you would feel good. And if you're still working out, keep going. Okay? The part that you have done right now, it's the hardest part. It is starting. You have done that, and now you can finish your workout just to feel more fulfilled. Okay? More fulfilled because you finished it, because you did what you told yourself you would do. Now take a deep breath. Feel the strength in your body. Feel your pulse pulsating. And you did this. You showed up today, even though maybe you didn't want to. So, this is how you build your dream life, one choice at a time. It might feel like a small step, but honestly, it is a big step. So now, share what you did to motivate each other to want to keep going. And yeah, DM me or tell me what you did and if this helped you. And if not, what did you need for it to help you? Should I make another one like this? Should I make a longer one, a shorter one, a more specific one? Let me know because your wish is my demand. Now, I encourage you to keep your streak and keep going like that. And if you have a friend that just got into being in that athlete era and they need some motivation, send this podcast episode to them. And don't forget that you can come back to this episode whenever you need the motivation, whenever you just need some strength to overpower your doubts. Stay strong, stay soft, keep glowing.